What guy has ever been like, "What's up?" And the girl's like, "Huh, what?" And he's like, "Want a little bit of this?"
Literally a weird flex.
It's the Stand-Up Teardown, conducting comedy autopsies. The Stand-Up Teardown now.
Hello, all you crazy cats and kittens out there in pod person land. Welcome back to another episode of Stand-Up Teardown. I'm your host, Sean Fau, and joining me as always is my lovely assistant, Mr. Matthew Ballek.
Hey, it's great to be here with you again on this lovely National Potato Day Eve to review some stand-up comedians today. I see you thinking about potatoes. The face was so good.
I got lost in potato land. What do you want?
I know.
It's your fucking
Tell
fault,
me
man.
about it. I'm just, just finished up, our family's customary National Potato Day celebrations. We keep it pretty intimate compared to other people, but
Outside of Spud-related shenanigans, what are we doing today?
we have 3 stand-up comedian specials that we will be watching and tearing down, starting with this first comedian I've not heard of. He is a English stand-up comedian and podcaster, so that would explain it. This is comedian Finn Taylor.
All right, man. Let's see what you got.
Brighton. Oh, thanks for coming out. Sorry I look like shit. I spent the week running after a toddler. Do you have kids? Nah, me neither.
Oh, man.
This is such a good quick one.
Yeah, like I'm on like a 10-second delay or something just from the accent, like trying to fucking decode what he's saying.
I forgot you just don't hear.
I don't speak the English. Yeah. It's not my native tongue. Good joke. But the accent.
How'd you ever get through Mitchell and Webb or Peep Show?
Well, it takes me a while. Like I have to get acclimated. So just like throwing me in the deep end of some Brito fucking rambling is, a little bit difficult on the ear. But once I, kind of find the groove, then I start talking like them, and then that's horrible too, and I want to kill myself. So what do you think?
So tiring being a nonce, isn't it? They never sit still. Come back, come back. Oh, my back, my legs. Yeah, I'm a pedo. That's the show, really. Those are my pronouns, P/do. If you could refer to me online in those terms, I'd appreciate it. No, not a pedo. That is what pedo would say, though, isn't it? They're lying.
Yeah, alrighty. God damn it. Coming out of the gate pretty strong here. We got the things we're always looking for. He's got good stage presence. He definitely seems like he's got that the confidence of having been on stage with a mic for quite a long time. Knows where he's going. You feel like you're in decent, competent hands so far.
You're in good hands. Yeah, there's no dilly-dallying.
There's a little dillying, but no dallying.
Yeah. Okay, I can see it.
Yeah. It's a thin line.
My second least favourite thing about them. Not pedo. Have two.
Yeah, let's go back. With the fumbling on the pause.
Probably my second least.
Oh, nice.
They're liars. Probably my.
Wow. This is why I don't do this.
Refer to me online in those terms, I'd appreciate it.
Jesus Christ.
No, not a pedo. That is what pedo would say, though, isn't it?
Good joke.
They're liars.
They're liars.
Probably my second least favourite thing about them.
There we go.
Yeah. No, that was worth going back for. I feel bad for having stepped on that joke to begin with, because there's a good train, and like he's got like that little sort of kind of almost what I do sometimes is just like trail off into a joke, or like back your way into another joke or something. If you don't give that room to breathe, obviously it's easy to lose. So that's the kind of comedy that gets lost in like a round table or a podcast, or like, you know, when there's multiple people talking, those like sort of string jokes can't really exist as well. Like stand up is one of like the few formats where you're allowed to like let a joke breathe like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was that because of the audience involved, like versus podcast and stand-up special? Like you're sort of just rolling with the audience reaction.
I was thinking more on this side of like, you know, when you're doing a podcast with someone else, everyone else is trying to fill dead air. So like, you know, if you try and like, you know, make if you pause for effect or something, that usually is just kind of an opening for someone else to jump in. So like that sort of you know, I guess longer form thing is a little bit harder to do in just an ensemble, I guess. Yeah, just even from like an improv standpoint.
Yeah, I wonder what the longest pause has ever been on like a Bert Kreischer podcast, but I'll just leave that.
You know, there's a lot of, we'll say, illicit substances that could contribute to those sort of encounters in those areas. But yeah.
Not Peter. I have 2 kids. We had a second one. It's really bad at home.
Does he have kids or doesn't he?
It's really bad. 2.5-year-olds, 8-month-olds.
anything.
Car needs an MOT. I fucking wish I was gay. My God, it looks so good. Anyone else in here been straight that long? You're looking at gay couples thinking, I wish I'd given those teenage thoughts more airtime. That looks fucking incredible. I saw these blokes in the park, these fellows holding hands. God, they looked happy. They'd ironed their clothes. They smelled nice, laughing, stopping to smell flowers. I'm just there covered in baby sick trying to collapse a pram. I'm just thinking, I'd suck a dick for that life. Fuck it. If I was gay, I would have money. Gay men make so much money, and no one talks about it. It's infuriating, right? Come on, Brighton. Gay men. You've seen the people. They're killing it because we all wear.
Did he just pick a random name and a random person?
Yes, assuming their name is so
That's
good.
awesome. There is just a weird sort of flow where there's like, it's hard to even imagine how these jokes string together without just his energy pushing it through. Like, you know, if you just wrote this down and gave it to someone else to perform these jokes, like I don't know. It's not, I wouldn't say he's like one of those energy-based comedians that we talk about. Like, there is actual craftsmanship to the jokes, but like, there's also another layer to the way that he is kind of keeping the momentum of them going as well.
Yeah, he's definitely like also keeping you off balance as an audience member, like with his first joke, and so you're just like always waiting for like, what's the twist? Is this for real, or is this a bit?
And I guess he's already established himself as an unreliable narrator, sort of thing.
Yeah,
but also one you're totally comfortable with. So it's I mean, you know, we've seen about 2 minutes of him so far, and he's very well established as, you know, what his presence is. You know, there's very strong start, very clear what he is and what he represents.
Gender pay gap, aren't we? Where women can earn less than men for doing the same work, which is outrageous. That's not fair. But that affects me. My wife's a woman. Gay couples is 2 men. That's double the income. What the fuck? That's not fair. But the pay gap. What about the gay gap? We should be tax gay men. Brighton, tax them. Every time you say yes on Grindr, £5 you leave your Monzo. Tax them. And take the profits and give it to lesbians because they're really getting fucked over. It's too. They're getting double-ended, ironically. But
that's a damn
really
fine
good
joke right there.
Yeah, for real.
I can't even do anything but congratulate him.
Playing. Wish I was gay, man. They live longer than straight men. Did you know that? I mean, I don't know that, but it could be true, couldn't it? Could be true. 2024, AIDS isn't what it was, you know? That's just a fact. It's not really a thing. You don't get this sympathy. It's like COVID, isn't it? You know, like, oh, I can't come round, I've got AIDS. Fucking have a Barocca. Get in there. What are you doing? AIDS. Shove an orange up your ass. Let's go cottaging. Come on.
What the fuck is cottaging? I guess it's just like...
It's polio. Hey.
Yeah, like even the words I understand, I don't understand. It's still entertaining.
They definitely look better. I think we can all agree. No one ages better than a gay man. No type of person hits 70 with the same kind of grace as a gay. Being straight's just degenerative, isn't it? You just hit 30, you start making weird decisions. Fucking 8 pockets, why not? You just start. Fuck it, why not? Like, you just hit. I've got a dad bod now, I've got a belly and tits, you know, and my wife's got a mum bod. That's where her vagina and her arsehole are just the same.
Jesus Christ.
I just went to the toilet. What did you do? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Something left. I didn't quite catch the shape of it on the way out there. I feel a sort of blanket relief. That'll have to do.
Wow. That's probably some of the bluest material we've had on this show, but like somehow also civilized in its presentation. I don't know if it's just the accent that makes it more palatable to have that sort of, we'll say, grotesque comedy play in a less offensive manner. There's just something
like on his bio, which you're hitting it. Like exactly what they're saying is that he's been praised for being both edgy and woke. Don't want to trigger you with that word, but within the same joke.
Yeah. No, that's certainly admirable. It fucking works.
They have more sex. Now, that is a fact. That is a fact. Gay men have more sex than straight men over the course of their lives. Now, listen, I've got young kids. Sex isn't really a thing at the moment. The most intimate I've been with my wife in the last 6 months is where she has a poo just before I do, and I feel that heat from the toilet seat, and I think, oh, yeah, that's the woman I married. Put that in my veins. But we're not really in a romantic relationship currently. It sort of more feels like we've taken ownership of a small farm. That's what it feels like, day to day, up at dawn. What are we doing today? Milk and shit. Those are the jobs. Choose. And listen, in the absence of sex, I've been ruminating on it, right? And I've come up with this theory. I think that maybe gay sex may be more satisfying for men than straight sex. Now, I've got no way of proving this. I think that gay or straight, as a man, what you want to do in the sex is you want to leave it until the end, right? That's what your biology is screaming at you in the moment. Don't pull up. Don't pull up. You're flying a plane, just fucking German wings it into the mountain. Don't pull up. Don't pull up. Just, that's what you want to do. Leave it in. But if you're straight, this comes with the risk of kids. And no matter what you do, there's always a chance, isn't there? Condoms aren't 100% effective. You've been told you're infertile. There's always a little chance. You can tell how the second one was conceived. There's always a little chance. Isn't there? You got one swimmer left, it's fucking Michael Phelps. Butterflies up the vag and eats the egg. I don't know how it works.
That's man. Like, there's I don't know. It's fuck, man. I thought. Yeah.
The point is, you're always going to not have kids. That's your first concern in the sex. You go, right, well, let's have sex. We can't have kids, so I'll wear 3 condoms so I can't feel anything. Or she takes a pill, makes her go insane. No one's happy. No one's happy. Gay couples, one of you leaves it in till the end, the other one does a wet fart. Pillow talk. Wish I was gay. And I mean old school gay, by the way, like back in the day, Elton John stuff. Nowadays, it's all very fluid, you know. There's a lot of tributaries off that river now, aren't there, Brighton? And, you know, you meet these people now that, like, you can be a queer man married to a woman. It's amazing. Nowadays, you go, oh, we make it work. We make it work. It sounds weird. We make it work, you know. Her love language is gifts. She loves giving, receiving gifts. That's how she knows she's loved. My love language is pegging. You know, we make it work. I need that.
Yeah, it's like there's this weird sort of almost hypnotic rhythm that he has. Like, you know, normally when we're doing this, there's like pretty obvious moments when like it would be proper for us to interject. But like there is just this sort of like I was saying before, there's like a weird lack of transition that he does that is just like so kind of seamlessly smooth and into the next thing that isn't really related at all to the thing he was talking about before, but somehow was just kind of close enough, and his sort of steamrolling of it just kind of gets you there anyways. Like, I can't even tell you what he was saying 3 jokes ago. Like, there's just, like I said, there's this like weird sort of, I'm enjoying it. I like everything he's saying, but like, again, that sort of, I don't know, it's almost a zone out factor, but like in a good way.
Right? Yeah. I was thinking the same thing, where it's less of like segues or transitions, but it's more of like a crossfade, where it's just like where the beats match, and I was just like, oh, is this still the same song? Wait, like,
exactly. Yeah. He's DJing comedy verbally. Like, there's.
Old school, back in the day, Freddie Mercury, Stone Cold, stoned to death in Iran, gay. So I need that midlife revelation. I need that, oh, I'm sorry, this is who I really am, I've got to leave the family. You know, I need that Philip Schofield exit route. Like, I need that. I feel sorry for Scof. I'm glad he's back. I'm saying it. I'm just glad he's back. Because of all the sort of nonce-adjacent celebrities of the last year, well, he's nonce-adjacent. He's not full-blood. He's circling the plug hole of nonce-adjacent.
Who the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah, I think we're going to be lost in the reference here.
Okay.
He's dipping his toe in, but he's not. Some people think he's full-blown nonce. Some people are like, oh, he groomed him. He groomed the boy. They met when he was 14. They started shagging when he was 17. He groomed him. And I'm like, yeah, or he really tried not to be a paedophile. I mean, he's trying harder than anyone I know. How old? Not yet, Phil. Hold it in. I mean, I can't wait for my chips to cool down. You know,
the patience of grooming. Oh God.
Again, energy, the act out. Like, one thing that I see, I wouldn't say he's missing, but like, there's no like voice change or characters here, but there is like, a physical embodying
comedic voice. I feel like though, like the way he goes up and sort of like the higher registers and changes up enough, like it definitely, it has a lot of character to it. But
exactly, but there's not. I don't even know that that's like a critique or like, I don't know. I just kind of thought it was odd that he did the like that act out sort of embodiment, but like that was the only thing I've seen him do so far with voices, or with
or
like
Michael Phelps act out for.
I guess so.
Right. Like a little something.
I mean, not that any of it needs anything. Because,
I'm not saying you should win Pride of Britain. I'm just saying, like, how bad is grooming? I guess that's what I'm asking. I know it's bad, but is it like crimes? But so when this was happening, I googled grooming to make sure I understood the term, and Google said grooming is where you earn someone's trust and you become friends with them, even though you know later on you're going to try and have sex with them. I remember thinking, that is how everyone has sex. That's just flirting. I mean, that's what we're taking this guy down for, chivalry. Because if you're an adult and you want to have sex with a 14-year-old, of the options available for you to take, I mean, grooming's not the worst. It's not the best. Best thing you could do is just kill yourself. But I mean, of all the options, so I just feel sorry for him, because he must be like, fucking guys, I waited. What do you want me to do? Ref, it was over the line. Fucking send it. I feel sorry for him.
all right, I'm gonna cut him off there.
Oh man, what a bit to cut on. But no, I would. Finn Taylor. That was awesome. That was my first time seeing him perform, and I'll go back and watch that full special. I suggest you do the same if you're into it. But that was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the better ones we've had in recent episodes here. Who do we got up next?
Up next is a comedian I've heard of. She is well, I think she's Ohio born, but I know she spent a good 5 or so years in Chicago until 2012 before moving to Los Angeles. This is comedian Beth Stelling, stand-up writer. You might have seen her on Netflix, The Stand-Ups. I think she wrote for Pete Holmes's Crashing on HBO. Has 2 comedy albums, 2 comedy specials, and this is her 3rd comedy special, titled The Landlord Special.
Are the albums totally different than the specials? Or is it just the
Album's
special
just
put on
audio.
a CD?
I think it's just the audio. Yeah, I guess like they just didn't film it. They just recorded the audio.
I don't like that, but that's like, yeah.
Album, yeah.
But like, is it totally? You wouldn't know, but the idea is, are they double counting things? Does she only have 2 acts, and they count it as 2 specials and 2 fucking audio releases, or yeah?
No, I think these are 4 separate hours.
Okay, I'll give you credit then, or her credit, or whoever the fuck we're talking about. God damn it,
We talking about Beth Stelling in The Landlord Special.
I do not feel like I get embarrassed often, but I did go fake skydiving at the mall a couple months ago. You know those places? They're called I Fly. It's like a clear silo in the middle of a mall that sort of answers the question, like, what do alcoholics do during the day? Just adults in a tube getting fully blasted over an air tube. With a Margaritaville behind them. Just shot up like an old bank deposit, Honestly, I would have rather that. Just sucked up in a tube and land in a pile of money and some dum-dums like, ow! Let's do it again. I don't know what the most embarrassing part is.
Yeah, not a bad start there.
Yeah.
I was assuming that was like a, pulled from the middle sort of brought to the intro thing, but it seems like that's just where she started.
No, I like it. Like, I always love a special that just gets right to it. And
Yeah. And, it was a clear, we'll say, intro, or I believe a good encapsulation of what she's going to present to us, or assumedly.
Already like a very original premise. I've not heard any indoor skydiving bits in all my stand-up watching, so that just got an instant laugh just from like, yeah, those places do look fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, good premise, and the act out was good as well.
Agreed.
Just it was simple, but it was enough to sell it and enough to make it, more than just isn't that stupid. Like I'm a little. I feel like she's underdressed for a special, but like, I can't really. Is that like a designer sweatsuit?
You don't know the brands and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. Is Milwaukee now hip with the kids? Is this like Trey Chic that I'm unaware of? Or,
No, I like it because you could swing other ways, like even men and women like do stand up in suits or stand up in like a t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah, no, I
was more casual because it's just like
it's a very comfortable, casual comedy. Like it's a welcome to my living room. I'm going to tell you some jokes sort of situation. Although Maria Bamford did that, and that was just kind of awkward.
Was it like Eliza Schlesinger that like had a special that was just had a lot of skin exposed, like like almost like sheer like see-through tights, like on the just side of the legs, like up, and it was just like, killer outfit, but it's just like it's I feel like it's distracting from the comedy or spectacle.
Oh yeah, there have been a few like extremely hot comedians.
Man, but yeah.
It is distracting, but it is, I think, part of what they're selling a lot of times too. And so, I guess maybe to Beth Stelling's credit. She's not relying on any of her feminine wiles to lure us into her, what fucking siren song or whatever. Yeah, I don't know how I got off on this fucking. Yeah.
I think it's that I paid extra to get blown higher. I think that's it. When I paid the extra, they said I would get 2 extra minutes, and I thought, 2 minutes? That's robbery for this price. And then the second I was in there, I wanted out. The only benefit to paying extra is you get a video of your time in the tube. When you can watch a video just over and over again to your point where you're just like crying tears of laughter? You guys, picture me, flight suit, bald cap, goggles. I climb into this silo. The stream's already blasting like 200 miles an hour. That seems high. I think 200 might take the skin off the bone. It's probably closer to 120. And it wasn't fresh air, okay? It was the type of air that like gets displaced when you shove your foot in a sneaker, like, So I climb in. The stream's already blasting. I've assumed the position, that I've been taught in my rigor.
I think that's what was throwing me off with the casual wear. Just brings me. It's very Liz Lemon to me. Just like that. It just has that like. I don't know, just that like again, that comfortable sort of, not only on stage but just like with whatever you want to perceive of me sort of thing. Like it is almost like a strut or a fucking a mog, as the kids say.
Do they? I'm not familiar with that one.
Whatever. Okay, maybe I'm using the words wrong. I'm trying to be hip. Hello.
Oh, I don't know them either, so I'm just saying.
Hello, fellow kids. Yeah, but again, there's it's just confident in its own presentation, so it doesn't need to be anything else.
10-minute training course. My face skin is getting taken to places it's never been.
She says been wrong.
And the minute the video starts, you see me, I start reaching for the exit. And then the guy in there with me just guides my body back over the stream. And once I'm back, I start reaching for the exit again. And then the guy guides my body back. I'm growing weaker by the second. And I'm beginning to drool because I'm trying to speak, but it's like... I badly want to point, like, out, but I've been taught that if I extend, I will flip, and then I'm never making it out of there alive. When I finally made it out, this guy was hard pitching me on a membership.
So, she's almost a storyteller comedian, but the laughs per minute are too high. Like, like every sentence is almost a punchline in and of itself, or at least a laugh line of some sort. But like, it's all a continuous story, so it just feels, again, sort of natural. Like, oddly, almost in the opposite way of the last guy, but like still achieving the same effect of being seamless there. But yeah, I don't know.
No, I agree. Yeah, because I like the through line, but yeah, she's just getting so much like material out of this.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Like, it's probably something maybe she did like while touring around or like waiting to do a show somewhere. Like, you're in a random town and just going to the mall during the day, and like, I'm gonna try this. Maybe I'll get something out of it. And if that was the case, it worked well.
Oh yeah, but she's like really mining the premise here. So she's like finding every little element and like every moment of the story. There's some sort of comedic angle or punch too. I I want to see some other premises from her to just see if like somehow this is a magic premise that she stumbled across, or like if this is just her style of, really dissecting things in a way that is finding every little gem in every moment.
I'm thinking I need a restraining order. I never want to see you again. I can't imagine what would get me back to the mall 20 times a month. Besides maybe a job at Auntie Anne's. Something I would genuinely enjoy.
It's like every little throwaway comment, there's something good in there. There's a laugh in there, even if it's
how she says it, like word choice.
Yeah, just the face that she makes as she's doing it. Like every little thing has a twist or an accent to it, or something that is, at the very least, likable. Funny most of the time. Like there's just a consistency in that storytelling that you don't see very often. Like that's the thing, like a lot of times with the storytelling comedians, it'll be like a 5-minute story and then maybe you get a good laugh at the end and maybe a chuckle or two somewhere along the way. But like to really have it down to every line like that's something we haven't really seen much on this show.
Agreed.
I don't know. I feel like if I got that iFly membership, it would irrevocably change my life. I truly think I would lose friends and family. Because they'd check in like, hey, are we going to see you at the baby shower on Sunday? And I'd be like, unfortunately, I can't make it. I have a financial commitment to get blown at the mall. No, I'm not training for anything. You guys, it was $180. And I rent. I'm a renter. I can't be doing that. Are you guys not shocked? Do you guys not? Are you renters? What's happening? Okay. There was no movement here. Is this the Denver Elite? They're like, we purchased front row seats. See me after the show. I'm looking for a small guest house to just curl up in after the show. Do you, for the plebes, do you guys like your landlords or what? Boo. No? Fuck that guy?
Also, I got
Is
to
it your
stop
dad,
and
or-
comment on the how nice the transition was, because I know it's called the Landlord Special, which is a fun name, but to go from the, what skydiving at the mall, and then that nice transition of like, I can't be affording the $180 a month into I'm a renter. Like it was a nice smooth transition.
Yeah,
like almost
with like
notice.
a little bit of pseudo crowd work in there, but just enough to get us from one topic to the other, but without it just being like a jarring hard turn or just like picking up the water bottle and chugging for a few seconds and hey, how about this now? There's a very, again, that casual, comfortable sort of skill and style that is, way harder to do than it ever looks like it is.
Mm-hmm.
No, I feel you. I did actually like my landlords at first. I live in LA, and they're an old married couple. My landlords, they give off like a Seinfeld's parents vibes, to give you an idea. And initially, I thought the dad was like very mean. I thought this guy's like constantly cutting off his wife, never letting her get a word in. And now that I've been there for years, I'm like, that woman's lucky to be alive. I know it sounds bad. It sounds like a woman-on-woman crime to call her voice shrill, but it's absolutely piercing. Her voice is like a combination of a cat and a goose. Like, Every conversation is like falling in a prickle bush. I can't get out unscathed. When I'm speaking with her, it's as if I've been entered in a competition that.
So good.
What was that?
Can't get out unscathed. A prickle bush. Just such funny words. Come on.
And very specific word choices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she obviously a wordsmith and a craftsman of the of jokery here. Yeah, everything we're looking for.
Didn't register for, and for some reason I want to win. I'm just saying, if I were the husband, I'd be experimenting with sedatives in her cereal. You know, just to slow her down a beat. While I slipped away to the library to use their computer to Google, how do I disappear? She's such a snoop. She's like constantly popping up on the property. She does have an excuse. Their adult daughter lives above me, and she's constantly rollerblading. Sounds like relay races from room to room, just shoving furniture around. Sometimes I think she's just like ripping 3-pound weights and dropping them, you know. I don't know what it is, but it feels like I'm hearing interpretive dance up there. You know, there's sort of a grapevining situation into stuff like that. You know, I mean, I can hear absolutely everything. I hear when she arrives home because I hear the car. It's like beep beep, and then I'm on the first floor, so I feel like when she walks by my window, she's like.
Yeah, no, that first premise wasn't a fluke at all. Like, she fucking mines the hell out of a premise.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's crazy. I mean, you know, she spent, what, probably 7 minutes, something like that, on fucking just the air tube at the mall. Like, that would have been,
with lots of laughs. So it wasn't like a wasted
oh, absolutely not. Yeah, no, it was a great ride, and that would have been like a one throwaway joke from most comedians. But like, yeah.
It's the way her walk pattern is like she's always carrying a microwave, like, you know what I mean? And she does a lot of speakerphone. There's a lot of speakerphone in her life. I feel like she is listening to music in her car, and then the car stops, and it goes to her phone, and she's like, oh, I guess it keeps going, you know. I want you guys to guess the last song I heard on her phone in the vestibule, but I don't think you'll get it, so I'm just going to tell you. It was When the Moon Hits Your Eye Like a Big Pizza Pie. Look, who's listening to this? That's not starring in a commercial.
I don't even know.
Look, sometimes I'm only home for like 2 days a week. I would just like a little piece, you know? I was sitting at my desk one day, and I had my front door was open just for a little fresh air. And the landlady already walked by once. She looked like giving me one of these. And I was like, oh no. So I just sat there and waited, and then I started to, it was a strong smell of Windex. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna investigate what's happening here. So I go over to my door, and I'm like peeking out, and I can see her out there. She has a rag on an outdoor door, the utility closet. I look out, and she's like this. I'm like, oh God. So I go to do the sneaky close, you know, when you twist the doorknob first, and then you close it, and then you twist it shut. And I open the curtain in the window, get a little fresh air. I promise you, she popped up in my window. She goes, why didn't you say hi? I was like, because I would rather die of black mold than speak with you. I didn't say that. I just told the truth. I was like, well, I could really smell a lot of Windex. She goes, it's not Windex. Do you see what I mean? She goes, it's Murphy's oil and it smells good. And because words don't work with this woman, and trust me, I've tried them all, I've been experimenting with different tactics of communication, and lately I've been doing this one where I morph my face into the Scream mask, and so when she said it's Murphy's oil and it smells good, I lean toward the screen and I go, well, not to me! I think I scared her. She was like, and then she walked away. And I was like, game recognized game.
Right on. I'm going to cut her off there.
Oh, man. Well, yeah, that was Beth Stelling with the Landlord Special. Yeah, definitely worth checking out. That whole thing, free on YouTube. Watch it there. Watch it on StandupTeardown.com. Why not?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah,
Took us to views.
Yeah, there's all the pass-throughs and the links and the internet full of tubes. It does things.
Isn't it cool how connected the internet is?
Not really. I hate people. Who do we got up next?
Well, up next, speaking of the internet, this is a comedian that you might recognize from HBO's Silicon Valley, Deadpool, and let's not forget Yogi Bear the movie. This is comedian TJ Miller with his latest stand-up special, The Philosophy Circus.
All right. Yeah, definitely familiar with the TJ Miller. Is he going to talk about getting canceled? Is this his first back from since he was canceled?
I don't know. I mean, I still hear him on podcasts and stuff, so.
Yeah, but like he hasn't made like an actual comeback that I would say. Like he hasn't been in any movies or TV shows or anything, and I don't know that he's done any other stand-up specials since then.
No, I don't think he has, and I think this is going to be a bit more of a circus because I think TJ Miller has been, has done some clowning, some training in France and London and such that I was not aware of. So yeah, I mean, look to the left. I see one of those cigar boxes. There's going to be some cigar boxing going on for sure.
He's developed his clune.
How we doing, Tampa? This is fun. Ybor City is one of my favorite places because I don't know exactly what the fuck.
Why does he look younger?
I was going to say the same thing. Like that's why I was like, when I first saw this special, I'm like, wait, is this like a re-upload situation? It's like another Bill Burr special someone else uploaded, but no.
Yeah, dude, this looks like, did he get like a shitload of work done, or is this like some deep fake shit going on? Or
yeah, it's going on with the Silicon Valley like ridiculous rapper mustache,
shaved off 20 years.
Seems like it.
Protected chickens. The city protects. That's what they say. Do not feed or bother the city protected chickens. Now, there's a lot of meth heads. Yeah, that is strange. So I don't know why you would live here because every morning it's like, rah, 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 rah. I mean, I can't even believe it and they roost in the trees at night. That's what somebody told me when I was high. I found that out when I was high. I love that they're protected, but everywhere there's.
Starting a special with local comedy, I don't think is the strongest move. I understand in the room it can be the strongest move, but for a taped or recorded special, I don't know that that's. Yeah, like.
I'm on board with you on that. Yeah, because I'm ready. I'm ready to start laughing.
Yeah, I expected. He hit the stage with energy, which is totally expected from TJ Miller.
Absolutely.
That's he's probably like one of the definitions of energy comedian that we talk about. Like, half the shit he says is probably nonsense, but like you're just kind of on board with like the momentum of him usually. So yeah, this is a little, I don't know, it feels like constrained or maybe like he's trying to reinvent himself as like a clean comedian or something.
Maybe not clean comedian, but this definitely does seem like some sort of like a audition special because he's showing a multifaceted side of himself, I think, or we'll see.
Yeah. Well, we'll give him some more time.
Do not feed the protected chickens. Don't interact with the city protected chickens. Meanwhile, there's like meth heads just strewn in the street, alcoholics bathing in their own puke. So they're not protected by the city at all. I think the chickens kind of know it. They have an attitude, you know? They walk by, should have been a chicken. That's a sassy chicken, you know? I know we already mentioned it, but they really put the two right here. We got just a lot to talk about, but I don't have time to do it. You've got gauges that are so big, your lobes are just brushing against your shoulders right now, right? Gross. But it's great. You wore your best Prince t-shirt, you know, dressed up, especially. Yeah.
Yeah, Sean, you love that.
That was a weird cut. Yeah, like, I don't know. I saw the list of names for tonight's show, and TJ Miller was the only one I recognized, but I was excited to see TJ Miller because I genuinely like his comedy. But this is just...
same here. It's off to kind of a little slow start in terms of, I've seen TJ Miller live, like even when he was coming up in Chicago, like some of those like back of a bar stand-up shows, like he would just tear the house down. Like,
right.
He had a story about getting a burrito and that was it. And it was just like requested. It was so good.
Yeah. And this feels like he's performing at a child's party or something. Like, I understand the circus aspect of it, but like, I feel like he's not bringing the heat that he normally does. Yeah. Although, a lot of his canceling was around drug usage and like that sort of bad behavior stuff. So maybe like rehab and cleaning up his act and, you know, things like that have changed his comedic persona.
No, again, I've seen him guest on other podcasts, like game show podcasts, and like I see him just still being.
Yeah, he's still yeah, exactly. He is just fucking nut job.
TJ, I have a parasocial relationship with.
Right, yeah, exactly. That's,
Who wore a tie? It's
That's
not. It's just. It's a young boy's tie.
Why did we just fucking shoot people?
Look at
That is. It's like old silent movie shit. Fucking Laurel and Hardy tie.
It's got a zipper function. I bought it at a Mormon bookstore because they get them early there. So, you know, when you're wearing a tie, when you're dressed formally, and your lady is feeling frisky, right? Sometimes she'll grab you by the tie and pull you in for a good, long, hard French. But Kate, that's my wife, Kate didn't know this was a young boy's tie. So she was like, "Come here, big boy." So that night did not end in sexual intercourse. She just made me finish my applesauce and put me to bed. So, look at this. We got some kind of body language up front. This
is a weird cut.
2 year together. Yeah.
You think he's just like going off on tangents that they're cutting out, or are they cutting out just like weird pauses, or like?
I was gonna ask the same thing. Like, what happened in between that cut and the last bit? Like,
cuts like that just feel so weird in a special like this. It just, it feels like because normally they're trying to do everything they can to hide that. They'll shoot 2 or 3 shows, but make them wear the same outfit and try and do the same shit so you can cut it all together. Like, yeah, I don't know. Weird. Like, that's the thing. Again, there's just this cloud of bad behavior and cancelization hanging over his head that like I can't get past, that like I feel like just kind of taints everything that we're seeing right now. I don't it just
it's just
kind of waiting for you to kick it into gear. Like,
right, exactly.
Very like, I don't know, these people like have never seen TJ before, so he's like trying to come on like light before he gets into like a bit more energy, but I don't know.
I don't like. No, these people bought tickets for TJ Miller. Like, I think I assume, like myself, they expected fucking high octane shenanigans and insanity. But this is
Bachmanity. Maybe he's trying to get away from that character.
But I mean, like that's like Carrot Top not doing props. Like that's what you built your fucking entire career and persona and fan base on, and now you like want to do chicken walking jokes. Like, not that, again, like you said, he has like entire sets about eating or getting a burrito, and like he can make that funny and fucking, but yeah, just not seeing it here.
Your hand on his leg. That's okay. And I want you guys to know my act has been proven to be an aphrodisiac. So it's true. Balcony, that's true, okay? So maybe after the show, if all goes well, you might go home and he might give you cunnilingus. Not cunnilingus, cunnilingus. That's where you give a girl cunnilingus, but you're so cunning about it that she doesn't even know it's happening. You walk into the bedroom, you're like, hey, what's going on? She's like, nothing, I'm just reading a book. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Oh my God. You're like, whoa, what's going on? What happened? What is that? Nothing, I don't know.
As a man who sweats profusely under hot lights, I feel inclined to comment on what we're seeing with Mr. Miller here.
You have the right.
Oh man.
Yeah, and seeing as how we both turned off our air conditioners for,
Exactly. For your listening pleasure.
We got a bit of a gleam going.
Yeah, so like again, this is I'm used to seeing him just like dripping with sweat in his stand-up shows, but like normally there's a reason for it. Like normally there's, a lot of energy and running around and like dousing himself with water bottles and fucking just kind of, the insanity, and like now like if I wasn't familiar with his previous work, I would read this as flop sweat. I would read this as a very unprepared, amateur comedian, not confident enough in their own material. Like there is, I am giving him a lot of benefit of the doubt again, just because of, I am familiar with his work and I am definitely a fan. But like, yeah, this set specifically, like. Again, just that heavy sweating thing. It works if you're, if you're giving the energy, if you're putting on a fucking show. But now it reads as flop sweat. It's probably just the fucking hot lights and the goddamn giant suit and everything.
In the suit,
but like,
yeah.
Well,
you're right. It does read like that. I noticed it as well, and just the fact that like I'm not, not laughing as much with these bits. Like I'm just feeling more nervous. I'm like, come on, TJ, you can do it. Like
exactly.
I want this to be like amazing. Like, so I'm just not feeling that like comfortability, like with like Finn Taylor, just like, he's got you. He's like, I got you. We're going over here. No, I'm just kidding. We're going here. And like, you're like, oh, this guy. Oh man. But yeah, I'm just like, where's TJ? Come on, man.
Exactly. Can TJ come out and play?
Oh my God, I just shivered. My entire body just shivered. Like, what's going on? Is there a window open or something like that? No, there's no window. She's like, oh my God, I just had an orgasm. I full on climaxed. And he's like, I wonder why. But if he does that, okay, I want you to respond in kind, okay? Maybe you could give him one of these. Huh? Remember that? Yeah, you can do that. Or maybe.
That was like a Duncan Trussell laugh. That was very specific, but for those 5 people in the audience that get that.
Or if he's really lucky, get used to this after I had a good show. Should give me one of these. That's just about the weirdest thing you'll see in a while, okay?
I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Maybe I'm just a fucking lame straight man.
The absurdity of it. But just, the premise I wasn't in.
Yeah.
That into it, the cunning lingus of like. I didn't think it was like clever enough for the length of the act out of it. Or maybe I just don't like the mouth sounds. I think that's what it is.
Oh, it was all an excuse for the mouth sounds, and that was like the mouth sounds were like the closest to the old fucking TJ Miller, or the TJ Miller I expect at least. But yeah, still not doing it for me.
Be fun. I live in New York City. It's a little bit different from Tampa. It's different for everyone. People sometimes ask me, they go, what's it like living in New York City? I was like, I can describe New York City in one observation. Just one. New York City is the only place in the world where the crazy homeless people that you avoid eye contact with crazier homeless people. So you'll be walking, you're like, da-da-da-da-da, and then you see a guy who's crazy because he's going, fuck it, fuck the bitch, goddamn, fuck her, fuck that bitch, goddamn, fuck it. And you're like, oh God, oh God, oh God. But then that guy sees another guy that's like, and the first guy's like, fuck it, oh shit, fuck her, fuck that shit, call somebody, help that guy, fuck.
So we're getting the energy, but dare I say hack material? Like, that is a fucked out premise, certainly in stand-up comedy.
I know. I'm just like, I got lost. Like, I'm just staring in space. I'm thinking about other bit he did about a homeless person where like talking about going to a Coinstar to try to like cash in all your coins, and on your walk to do that, having a homeless person ask if you have change, and just the whole like act out of like tapping your pockets with just loud clanking noises, like
Yeah.
So, like, oh, that like was a more classic TJ Miller bit, and like this seems like he's gone earlier in his stand-up progression.
Yeah, like again, this feels like stuff
like
you see
Button style. I mean, like this is
well, yeah, and I mean that specific, like the homeless versus homeless material, I feel like is shit that we saw, you know, in a 5-minute Caroline's at the Comedy Hour in fucking the 80s. You know, it's like it just seems like it's almost like airplane material at this point. Like it's even if it wasn't a decades old premise, it's still a very common premise today. Like, I don't know, there's not a whole lot of new takes you can have on homeless people.
I think that's why I didn't get the as much of a reaction or laugh. It's because there wasn't like an interesting twist or new take on it. It was just like, oh yeah, of course, people just avoid the next craziest person.
Yeah.
Do you guys have nightmares? Yes, thank you for answering. The last audience, they didn't answer. They said nothing. I said, do you guys have nightmares? They're like, We don't have them. We're just in yours now. God damn, you guys are so much better than yesterday's audiences. You were better than both of them. It's amazing. They were
fucking pandering. God damn it.
Unless it's a bit like thing, but I'm just like,
I don't think it is, man. I think he is just trying to get some interaction out of the crowd, and like, I think that's why he started with fucking local material, and now we're doing the fucking welcome to Raisins. Your table is way better than the last table. Those guys were losers. Man.
And so each of the audiences was bad and then worse, and you can tell them I said that. Serious, if you see somebody like, what'd you do this weekend? And they're like, oh, I went to see TJ Miller. And you're like, oh yeah, what show? They're like, oh, on Friday. You're like, I heard you were fucking trash. All right? He told me to tell you that.
Okay, at least he took it a step further.
yeah.
There is something to that, but
yeah. So
I'm not going to recant on all of my statements yet.
You guys for being here. You're the audience that I've been looking for. This is, if you shoot a special, you just need that one audience. That's all you need. And it's right here. This is it. Don't be, it's so funny when you get in the face. Somebody like when
that's the stuff you cut. Like it's like being his own fucking hype man, or being his own, you know, when they do sitcoms, they have like a stand-up comedian come out
like
in between like setups. Yeah. Like being his own warm-up act. It's fucking weird.
Is right, because people don't know. Just ignore the camera, because this guy, Brio, was pointing the camera at him. This poor guy is like sitting watching, and he saw the camera, and he's like, So you're doing great. Don't worry about it. You look great. You're going like this, and then you went like that. Are you showing your... You go ahead and flex. That's a bad idea. I shouldn't have asked him to do that. Now you're looking good, man. Sure. You just flexed his calves right now. What guy has ever been like, what's up? And the girl's like, huh, what? And he's like, want a little bit of this?
Literally a weird flex.
That was better than anything TJ came up with.
Nightmare where you feel like you're awake but you can't move. Yeah, what's that called? Sleep paralysis. Yeah. What's going on with that? Why aren't we working on that? Why don't we have a vaccine for that? I read somewhere that we are 99% of the way to curing polio. That's great. We can stop. Put that on the shelf. I don't know anybody who has polio. I've never met anybody who has polio. I've never met anybody who's heard of anybody who has.
Okay, I feel like he just kicked into gear.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have at least 3 friends, 4 now, that some mornings are just like, I can't move any of it! So let's work on that, you know?
Move any of
I was talking about sleep paralysis at a show, and this guy comes.
Was that a Coke move?
What?
The lick lip thing?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like...
I don't know, you're in LA, so you probably see more of that.
Yeah, maybe, but it's... I don't know.
To me.
There's just something off about him, and I'm trying to figure out if it's like too much Coke or not enough Coke, or like...
The Coke level's just right.
Yeah.
Sleep paralysis, too. And I was like, oh, good, another friend. It's pretty scary, huh? And he goes, yeah. And what about when the shadow people come into the room? What? The shadow people? That's the scariest thing I've ever heard. The shadow. I was like, you need to go to the doctor. He was like, I know. I was like, no, right now. The shadow people.
God, I don't know. I never realized it before, but for some reason, his scream is like the exact same register as Duncan Trussell, and it really just is fucking weirding me out, kind of. Like, it's yeah.
None of us know what the shadow people look like. Not one among us can be sure of how terrifying the shadow people are. The only thing we know for sure is that it's shadow people, not a shadow person. That means that more than one, the first shadow person comes in the room like, I don't know if that's what they do. That's what I imagine, just like, and you're like, and then a second shadow person is like, I'm coming in too. And then a little shadow child, because its parents are teaching it to terrify. And then an old shadow grandpappy who's like, I can still scare. This may sound harsh, but I would kill a young boy with polio if it meant that no one ever had to see the shadow people again. Yeah, it's for you. I would do it for you.
All right, I'm going to cut him off there. But, yeah, I feel like he was starting to get into his rhythm there. Probably be worth going back and checking out the rest of that special. But
yeah, I'm excited to see like the variety show portions of the circus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is he literally just an MC then? Is like that? Is there a bunch of other shit going on?
I think he'll be doing the performing, I believe.
Oh, he's just...
Why I'm like seeing, I guess, you gonna start juggling? Because it's like, I want to see that.
I just kind of assumed it was a backdrop, but yeah, maybe.
There was a guy, yeah, unless those were just props on the stage and like...
Yeah, TJ is a circus in and of himself sort of thing.
True. Yeah, I should also mention that special was, I think, just uploaded like an hour before we started podcasting. So that is like certified fresh. And maybe it needs a little time to ripen up.
Yeah. I don't think videos get better with age. That's not how that works.
Agree to disagree.
Well, who was your favorite tonight?
Oh, man, it was like kind of a photo finish for me between Finn Taylor and Beth Stelling. I'm going to give it to Beth Stelling just for the cozy vibes, like the joke, or like, I don't know what you call it, like not just LPMs, but just for like getting so much material out of like every moment.
Yeah.
So I would put her at my favorite for the evening. Yeah,
man. I agree. It is a photo finish. Like Finn and what the hell is her name? Beth.
Beth?
Yeah.
Simply the Beth, one of her albums.
Now I hate you. But, both very strong, very capable, competent, and I did
Comedic.
yeah. I liked Beth's joke writing, and I think she had the stronger joke writing, just on like a technical level. But I think I'm gonna give my favorite to Finn for today, just to even it out. I liked them both about the same, and yeah, if you're gonna go with her, I'll take him just because.
You'll take Finn, even with the English accent. Wow.
Yeah, again, it's one of those things you do have, or at least I have to get used to for a while. But like I said, it was just so hypnotic. It just like it pulls you in, and even though I like didn't understand maybe half the words he said,
So, yeah, you have to Google the word nonce real quick.
That one I knew, but yeah, there were a lot of others. I know derogatory terms. That's my bread and butter there. But yeah, both were really strong. Honestly, I was just mostly disappointed with TJ. Expected a lot more from him. So that's, hopefully that does get better. Again, I give him the benefit of the doubt. But if it was just a comedian we had never seen before, I probably wouldn't have. So, I would have been a lot harsher if I didn't know his previous work, I think. So that's
exactly. Definitely on the same page with you on that. So I think I'm just gonna give it a watch just to like find the section there, or like hope for a section that I'm like, yes, there we go.
Yeah, maybe after 20 minutes the drugs wear off just right to like get into that groove again. I don't know. But yeah, why don't you tell the people where they can find us?
Well, you can find us at StandupTeardown.com. We have all the comedians, obviously all the episodes of the show that we've made so far, but all the full specials, links. You can click on comedians, watch the full specials right there in the comfort of your own home or cell phone. And Sean, what else are we doing?
What the fuck do you gotta say? you got some shit over there. Yeah, check out the YouTube. Make sure you comment, subscribe, like, do all that shit. Tell a friend, tell an enemy.
Tell an AI, actually.
Yeah. Get us in with the bots, the clankers. Make sure they know who we are. And tell us where we're wrong. If you disagree with us, I am more than happy to fucking have some internet debates. So, tell me I'm an asshole, and I'll tell you you're an asshole too. That's just how we roll around here. But
don't encourage him, folks.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching Stand-Up Teardown, where the only thing we take seriously is
comedy.
Between the punchlines, they set 'em up, we knock 'em down. Why heckle at the show when you can heckle from the comfort of your own home? It's the Stand-Up Teardown, conducting comedy autopsies. The Stand-Up Teardown now. Up, down, left, right, line by line. It's a stand-up.